I've got quite a few paintings on canvas in here which are maybe finished, maybe not. It's actually rather nice to have them like that because you don't quite have the fear of starting something new from nothing. So this one is a diptych, and I got very excited about an American guy's painting called Gary Komarin, who was quite a well-known abstract expressionist and is still practicing, still very lively, and a bit of a poet. And I'd started these two and made a bit of a mess. It had all gone a bit dulled. You can see some of it still here. So I mixed up some cream paint and some green paint and started on a much more simple idea. And I got them runny enough to get these lovely dribble lines. And then I put some more colour in, the pink and the blue. And they've been hanging around in my studio, and I gave this one a wallop of thin green, which is quite fun. Well, I like them together, they talk to each other. Talking of diptychs, this is my first diptych for a very long time. I painted them separately and then I put them on the table together and thought, will they go together? They were a bit different at that point. I put the dark brown lines in and then I worked back away from the lines and towards the lines with the yellow and the cream and then some pink. And lo and behold, I did go back and work over a little bit to knock out some of the strengths of the black with some more translucent colours. And then because they were diptych, and they're quite big, I had to fix them together, so I had to frame them, which turned out to be incredibly expensive. I've got some more diptychs up here which are box panels, so those two at the top should actually be side by side with the white edge is the edge that meets the other piece, and these two, which are also panel, I did in one go really. This one I was going to put in the Forum exhibition. And more recently I bought some box canvases. This is the last one. I finished yesterday. It's based on a landscape, and the spring barley coming through at the moment, which is just veiling the fields, and soon it will be solid green. This has several layers and it has paper stuck on. I do rather like this spiral bound edge when you've ripped it out. So I start with sticking pieces of paper which have ink drawing on them, which may or may not survive. It has survived there just a little bit. And then it's had several layers of paint, thin layers that allow what's underneath to show through. And because it's a box frame, I go around the edges. So it becomes a three-dimensional object. Here's another one. It's the first one I did with these box frames. Box canvases, I mean. It's another one of a field. It's quite loose. It's a field you can see the sea from just at the top, just a little bit. You can see it over across to Blakeney, and you can see the wind farm when the sun's on it. So you could say, if you wanted to be literal, that that's a bit of sea there, and that's a bit of sea blue around the edge, and that's was in my mind a big heavy cloud. And there are lines which are to do with the electricity lines that go across that field. And there's a tree. And this is the last of the box canvases. They're 70 by 70 centimetres. And it's called The Pool in the Wood. Or The Pond in the Wood, maybe. Yeah, the woods around here have a lot of spring-fed pools in them, which disappear when the weather's been dry for a long time. So again, it has paper stuck on before I start painting, and it has the blue lines are oil pastel. And I've scratched through with the end of the palette knife now. Mostly I painted it flat, but when I put it up on the easel, it seemed rather dark. The light in here is so strong that when I work on this table, sometimes the painting looks a lot lighter than it really is. So there's that one. Finished one's up there, which is hard to show because of the strong sunlight, and another there, where I've gone back into a painting that I thought was finished, and then I look at it again and say, no, I don't like that. So I've been painting parts of them out with primer. That also happened to this one. And it becomes something completely different and rather interesting. I have to think about what to do with it. Some things have happened by mistake, or accidentally, which is quite interesting. And there's another one here. So we shall see what happens to those. And here are two smaller paintings, also on paper, that have come out this week. Really, they're based on the garden. They're the same kind of thing, with about 3 layers of paint. You go on until either you have to throw it away or it suddenly looks right. And I'm quite pleased with these two. Here's yesterday's paper painting that I was stretching, and I think it's finished, and it's out here in the sun for a little bake to get it completely dry, and then I can put it away in my plan chest.